Why Kumbh? This is an interesting question, and I'm glad that you have raised it. So the question is Kumbh just to take a dip in the cold water? Is Kumbh associated with moving the economy? Is Kumbh just to propagate the religious feelings? Why Kumbh? One thing is sure that Kumbh doesn't harm anyone. Kumbh doesn't force anyone to come. Kumbh doesn't propagate any negative feelings. The only thing it brings is joy, happiness, and positive things. That is for sure. If we really want to understand why Kumbh, then we have to understand few things which are coming from our forefathers. With Kumbh, it is certain that at least three things are associated. First is the time, and second is place, and the third thing is water. And the time and place, they have association with the sun. If you have heard the story of Bhishma Pitama in Mahabharata, right? Bhishma Pitama had that blessing to choose his day and time of death. And when he realized that this body cannot be used anymore, he asked the people that which time of the year it is. And they said that this is Dakshinayan. So then Dakshinayan, no, I don't want to go in Dakshinayan. I want to go in Uttarayan. Why did he want to go in Uttarayan? Because if you look at the scientific reasons behind that, then Earth has a tilt of 23.5 degrees to one side, right? And because of that tilt, the weather occurs. And at that time, when the Dakshinayan, meaning the southern hemisphere, that side is not facing the sun, because of that less sunlight and the quality of sunlight that changes. And Bhishma Pitama knew that that period is not auspicious because that period doesn't bring that much of positivity and energy on that place in which he was living. So that's why he said that, okay, I'll wait for the Uttarayan. He waited for the Uttarayan, and in Uttarayan he left his body. So that was the importance of knowing the science behind sun and earth's rotation and knowing the tilt of the earth. So Kumbh occurs every 12 years at a particular place, and sun is the cause of life over earth. Without sun, the life cannot start on earth. Forget about persisting, forget about flourishing. The sun rays has that power, and because of the tilt of earth, the seasons occur. And what happens because of that tilt? The angle of sun rays, the angle at which the sun rays comes to earth, that angle changes. Otherwise, the same sunlight is coming to earth always. But because of that change in angle, the quality of light changes. The quality of energy that is coming from the sun rays changes. And if the angle at which the light is coming, if that angle can decide the type of energy, then that angle can also decide at the places where the energy is going to be different. So there are some geographical locations, like for example, the Kumbh is right now happening in Prayagraj at Kumbh. So it is that place at which three rivers are meeting. And based on some mathematical, geographical, astronomical calculations, our forefathers, they knew that these places have higher level of energy based on their geographical location. So they not only knew the importance of sunlight, they not only knew the importance of geographical locations, they also knew the importance of water. See, we know that human body contains 78% of water, and Mother Earth is nearly 2/3 is covered by water. And water is one of those five elements which excites everyone equally, be it 1-year-old toddler or a youngster or an 70, 80-year-old person. When we seize the water, we get similar sort of excitement, and that excitement brings joy to us. Water has that capacity to cleanse, to bond, to bring things together. These all are properties associated with water, and they knew it. They also knew that when the sunlight passes through water, what sort of effect it has on human body. And specifically the water which is directly coming from the glaciers, the Ganga water, which is already supercharged, highly charged water, at a particular place, at a particular time, with the sun rays, what sort of effect it can have on human body. We can also look at similar sort of activities which are happening in other parts of the world. You might have seen the video of Russian President Putin taking a dip in the 0-degree water, below 0-degree water, and they are following their own tradition. So according to Christian Orthodox Day of Epiphany on 18th January, so according to Orthodox tradition, the Russians must dip beneath the water 3 times to symbolize the Holy Trinity. They are taking dip in the sub-0 degree waters 3 times just to symbolize. But our sages, our ancestors, they knew what kind of effect the cold chilling water may have on human body. That's why they said that not just 3 dips, but you take a dip for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. A normal person cannot take that. So associated mantra chanting with that. You do that with mantra chanting and stay in the water. Why they wanted to do that? Why they wanted to deduce a method by following that a person is going to in the chilling cold water and staying there for some time. You may like to Google cold water plunge. What is cold water plunge? Water plunge is something in which you go inside chilling cold water, and that chilling cold water can have enormous health benefits. I can quote few of the benefits here. So I'm quoting from UCLA Health website. They say that the shock of cold water can stimulate the blood cells that fight off infection, leukocytes. One study in the Netherlands found that people who switched to cold showers for 30, 60 or 90 seconds for 90 days called out sick from work 29% less than people who didn't switch to cold showers. They also say that cold water dips can combat symptoms of depression. The most important thing is that improves circulation, and increasing circulation redistributes blood and delivers freshly oxygenated blood to areas of the body that need to recover. Dr. Haim says it decreases the time it takes your muscles to recover after exercise. Over time, your circulatory system may become more efficient and move blood through the body more quickly, helpful for anyone with high blood pressure or diabetes. And one more important point, they say that cold temperatures make your blood vessels tighten up. When that happens, blood moves to your body's core and vital organs. The body naturally becomes oxygen and nutrient rich during the process. As your body heats up again, the blood vessels expand, bringing that oxygenated blood back to your tissues. As it flows back, it helps to flush out inflammation, a cause of delayed onset muscle soreness, which can occur a couple of days after exercise. There is another interesting research, and that is from Stanford University. There is enormous research these days which proves that cold water plunge can have excellent health benefits and excellent mental benefits. Now the initial question was that is Kumbh to wash away the sins? Let's try to answer that. A healthy mind resides in healthy body, and healthy mind leads to healthy intellect. And with a good intellect, a person can achieve so much in the outer world. And the achievements in the outer world, they can lead to prosperity and ultimately to happiness. And what is the biggest sin in the world? Poverty is the biggest sin in the world. If you're poor, it's itself a sin, and it will lead you to other sins. So if you are going to Kumbh and if you are taking 1 hour dip in the chilling cold water, it is going to improve your physical health, leading to good mental health, leading to prosperous life. What else you want? And following Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, our ancestors, our sages knew that everyone has a right over good health. So they wanted everyone to do those things which are going to bring good health to them. Now you can easily imagine that is it feasible to teach the scientific reasons behind these things to the masses, to the laborers, to the farmers, to the people who are working with bare hands? Can we teach science to everyone? It is just not feasible. What did they do? They said that, okay, these are the things. We will deduce some ways. We will come out with some methods, and then we will include those methods into the faith. They say that if you do this good will happen to you. If you go to Kumbh, if you take a dip, it will wash away your sins. But the thing is that it is going to wash away the sin of unhealthy body. It's going to improve your health up to some extent. And that is very important, up to some extent. And not just physical health, not just the mental health, but try to imagine a place where lakhs of people are coming with positive emotions, with positive energy. The water is also supercharged, and the duration time of the year, at that time, a particular type of sun energy is coming to that place. And you are also going with a feeling of devotion. It is going to wash away your depression. It is going to take out your low mood. It is going to take out your other ill feelings, negative feelings. When you come back from there, you are supercharged. These are just few benefits of going to Kumbh, right? So when we say that it's going to wash away our sins, yes, up to some extent, right? It cannot change your habits, and your habits are the ones which are going to decide your future. Not small benefits are not going to change your life, but these things can bring those benefits which are going to improve your health, your mental health, your spiritual life, and can bring a good positive change in your life. Now there is one more thing which is associated with this. And that is a little bit disheartening also. Some people are criticizing other people. They are objecting that they should not come to Kumbh because of their particular belief systems. And these things are said by those people who are sitting at the respectable seat of Shankaracharya. Right? They are forgetting that they are coming from the lineage of Adi Guru Shankaracharya. He, at those times when people were deviating from the Vedic teachings, meaning from the pure science, new faiths were coming up, new ideologies were coming up. People were indulging more in illogical activities. They are doing so many other things in the name of dharma and faith, which didn't have any scientific basis because they didn't have their roots in the Vedas. He eliminated those things. He traveled length and breadth across the India. In order to do that, he established 4 muds, right? East, west, north, south. He tried to align the people. He tried to align the people under the principles of Vedic teachings. You are coming from the lineage of that Adi Guru Shankaracharya. It is disheartening that you are sitting at this respectable seat, at a respectable place. You are propagating those ideas which are ultimately going to divide the people. This is not the path of Adi Guru Shankaracharya. You are respectable. You are respected by masses, and it brings more responsibility on your shoulders that you just propagate those teachings which Adi Guru Shankaracharya started. I would have been glad if you have raised any of the scientific basis of Satya Sanatak Vedic Hindu Dharma, that this particular practice is done because of this scientific reason. It would have aligned the youth with you. You would have getting more people following the teachings of Adi Guru Shankaracharya. But instead of that, what you are doing? You are saying that this should not come, that should not come. You have this belief, that's why you should not come. Ultimately, all the belief systems are the branches of one tree, Satya Sanatan Vedic Hindu Dharma. There is no point in chopping off those branches. Ultimately, it is going to weaken us. So my request to respected Shankaracharya is that we should not indulge in those activities. We should spend our energies on those aspects which are going to bring positive changes in the society. Have a happy Kumbh. Thank you.